Hello, everybody. Welcome to SNKronize. Starting a little late today, but we are back here and lots to talk about today.
Verily.
Oh my god.
However, I do want to say one thing. So James has a lot to do this weekend, so we're going to try to keep this a little shorter than we probably otherwise would have.
Right.
However, Necromancy Black said something very funny, and I'm going to call it out.
What's that?
Every time you say Children of the Wolves, we have a half-hour extension.
Well, then we'll be going on for quite some time. Dude, on my stream yesterday, I was like, oh, blah, 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 City of the Wolves. I did it. So and yeah, that happened.
I was there like almost the entire time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I
mean, it really is one of the better running jokes. I mean, it all ties in.
I mean, 30 years of
in,
verbal muscle memory are hard to shake.
Yeah, of seeing COT and then plus, I mean, let's just face it, X-Men 97 just dropped today, so it's thematic anyway, so.
Yeah, and I mean, it's still better that than calling it Cow and Mao. I don't like seeing Garo MOW. I really prefer MOTW.
Oh, some people
Yeah,
actually used
that's
to call
true.
it Mao?
Most of Japan, I believe, actually does MOW and COW.
Ew, okay.
For the record, we haven't watched X-Men 97,
No
so
spoilers of Dr. Device. Okay.
We have a lot to cover, though. So me and Kitty were on site for SWC.
Yes.
Oh my God, Fatal Fury, and then bad news. So what?
I mean, do you want to even talk about the results or the matches or the production or
hold
the
up.
event?
Time out. Should we talk about the bad news first?
I think we can knock out the bad news first.
Okay. Sure.
I feel like. All right, who's gonna tell him?
So I was with James yesterday. We're gonna go get lunch. We're gonna finish watching What If. Blah 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 blah. Eating and Kitty calls me and I'm like, hang on, I'll call you back. And then she calls again and I'm like, fine. What? And she's crying and then she tells me and I start crying and I tell James and he's like, what? And he's fuck it. And yeah, so we lost BrolyLegs.
Right, we lost BrolyLegs. I mean, we're not sure exactly when, but they publicly announced it yesterday. And so we found out about that, and just as an indication of what he meant to the FGC and what kind of a positive influence that he had, I mean, the timeline was just inundated with people telling stories and stories about him.
My Twitter trending had him 3 times.
Yeah.
It had Broly, Rest in Peace, and Chen in my top 10 trending results.
Yeah.
Everyone pretty much knew, loved, and respected him.
Yeah, and again, he was, I mean, obviously, if you don't know who BrolyLegs is, he's a person, I don't know what the disease was that he was born with, but he did not have control of his legs. They were severely, stunted, basically. His hands, he could barely control either, and he basically wheeled himself around on a mobile mechanic motorized table.
Like stretcher table, yeah.
And for all intents and purposes, I mean, he is a person that could have just given up on life, but instead he wanted to play fighting games and literally ended up playing fighting games, playing with his cheek, pressing buttons with his tongue, and actually using a lot of little macro tricks on his controller. And he was amazing. I mean, he did freaking run, stop, fierce combos with Fuerte and such. And he taught people, and he was always encouraging.
And also, mind you, that he came up in 4, which means that he had to do 1-frame links.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And the other thing that's crazy about, I mean, so he released a book called My Life Beyond the Floor.
Which I definitely own and have read, and that was the last time I cried about Broly, because that book is brutal.
I mean, he was born with something called arthrogryposis, which hindered his muscle and joint growth.
Gryposis.
And rendered him immobile. And keeping in mind that when he actually wrote that book and when he types on Twitter and everything, he does it with a chopstick in his mouth and he pecks at every key, controlling the chopstick in his mouth. I mean, this guy was a perfect example of someone who never gave up, basically.
Ever. And he had so many times where he felt like giving up. He felt like he was being overlooked in the FGC at times, you know, when it came to like events and competitions where they would showcase Street Fighter players and stuff. And one thing I loved about our friendship is we always had deep heart-to-hearts when we would see each other at events, especially Evo. And we would sit down and we would just talk for an hour or as long as we could and just try to encourage each other to not give up on our dreams. Don't stop the grind. Don't stop fighting. And just reassure each other that, like, I always told him, you need to understand you are a living legend. You are inspiring people left and right. And I know it sucks when, you know, you're not included in other stuff other players are. And I know how it's really hard for you to get around in things. And but keep doing it. We were having this talk and then I'm like, look, you know, I'm sitting here talking to you right now and ESPN is going to go interview you. So, you know, people do appreciate you and who you are and everything that you do for the FGC and in the FGC. So don't stop. I promise I won't stop if you won't stop. And we've kind of had that pact for like years, and it's been really, really tough to even think that I'm not going to see his face at Evo anymore or events anymore. And that's literally what hurt the most. I could not go to bed last night. I'm kind of a wreck today, but you know, just like him, we just keep going through the grind and don't give up. And I hope he's smiling right now, seeing everybody give him that respect and have so many wonderful words for him, to him right now. And like, in the future, we should all just be more cognizant of saying these words to each other while we can in person at events. But I do have happy memories to share with you guys. So not a lot of people have met Broly. Not a lot of people got the chance to meet him, got the chance to talk with him. And I gotta tell you guys, that is one loyal motherfucker, especially to the food he loves. even if it's Whataburger, because I will tell you guys this right now, he was always so fast to throw down and fight with you and talk that shit if you had anything negative to say about Whataburger.
Love him.
And if you've never been to
me and him would just get into like drunken arguments about burgers.
Yes,
I'm glad I've never mentioned Whataburger to him. Let's just put it that way. So.
Well, I mean, honestly, you guys are gonna appreciate this clip. This was back in 2019 at Wednesday Night Fights, and we're all drinking and having a good time, and Whataburger got brought up, and I'm just gonna show you what happens, and you know.
Which video is this?
It should be hold on, it should be the last one I sent you.
Oh, the last one you sent me.
Yeah, that looks right, actually.
Yeah.
You might want to turn a little lower because my ass always got loud at Wednesday night.
Hang on a second, let me make sure it gets on the screen over here. So there we go, here's Broly. Let me do something really quick, because this thing is always all messed up, so let's get this out here, there we go. So,
No. It's just because you're from Texas. No. Yes.
I came here.
Because everyone in Texas thinks Whataburger's good. I don't care for In-N-Out either.
So what else are you comparing to?
Better burgers?
What?
Okay, first of all.
Nothing.
Have you had the counter?
Huh?
The counter. Have you had that?
I want a gourmet burger. I'm not a fast food. Fast food.
You know where he needs to go?
Stop.
No, he needs to go to Legends. He needs
Shake Shack. Shake Shack. That's it. Shake Shack. I'm gonna try that one.
I heard that's good, but it's overpriced.
I'm gonna try that one. I'm gonna try. Okay, but I'm gonna try.
It's good. It's good.
You know I love you to death, but I'm sorry. Whataburger is trash.
Only thing that I can think of that might be worse than Whataburger.
F tier. No.
All right.
Also, hi, Juice Box.
Oh man. Yeah.
I'm gonna cherish all those arguments. We had them once a visit. That just, we
Definitely
love
to the point that I
talk
just looked at him, I was
together.
like, I get it, it's a census. Neither of us can have taste, fine. But Whataburger's still fucking trash.
Yeah.
There was one place we did mention, and that's pretty much the only place that I will say is better, that could probably kill this whole In-N-Out Whataburger argument, and that's Blake's Lotta Burger in New Mexico, and that's where I'm leaving it.
Yeah.
But it's not a national chain kind of thing. I mean,
No, it's not.
That's the kind of the argument, right? So.
Well, I mean, In-N-Out isn't, and Whataburger, they're very regional.
Yeah, but I mean.
I don't know how.
I mean, who was it back east that just got an In-N-Out, and it was like
In-N-Out is spreading. Let's just put it that way. So, but
before we tangent further into why In-N-Out's the way it is.
Right, but one of the things to mention about Broly, for those of you guys who don't understand, who don't know much about Broly too, is that, we talk about how he was able to overcome this disability in a lot of ways. Like I said, he was doing Fuerte, Run, Stop, Fierce loops and stuff like that. But not even just that, but his sense of humor about the whole entire thing.
Yeah.
He has had
the jokes.
I mean,
he's got
some of the
some
jokes that he has said that I've just like, I literally like either look at him or on Twitter, I'm like, Broly, like he, the disparaging stuff he would say about himself. But again, I know I said this on my stream yesterday, but I just kind of want to emphasize this. It was never in a way where it was like he was like self-deprecating. It was always like he made the joke because he knew he had beaten a lot of that stuff, you know?
You ever see that Family Guy thing where Joe, the guy in the wheelchair, he's like, God gave me one of these, but you know what? And he just gets up and walks away. Like, that's the kind of humor Broly had. It's just that,
yeah, that's true.
Nah, fuck this.
I mean, when he
he's like, that shit was so annoying, I walked away.
Right, when Evo announced that Marvel vs. Capcom was coming back and he heard Capcom presents, and then he said like, to hell with this disability.
I stood up.
Yeah. I mean, for those of you who watched a lot of Avatar: The Last Airbender, Toph is a great example of how his humor was about, the disability and stuff. It was
so true.
Oh, there it is. Huh? Is what I would say if I could see. That was kind of the way, that's kind of the way that he worked.
Yeah, it's just the most beautiful dark humor ever, and he says the shit no one else is allowed to.
Yeah.
And honestly, sometimes goes further than I would ever consider.
Yeah.
Like, goddamn.
Yeah.
But seriously, there are some times where he all threw us off, and I mean, that's just one thing we love about him, is because he's so carefree and, a jokester like that. And it's that whole, well, if you feel you can't do it, look at me. What's your excuse?
Right.
And the motivation, that man just poured motivation out from him. So,
One post I just retweeted is someone noted that his actual final post was him making fun of LTG.
Well,
oh no!
I mean, I don't know if you actually know about their.
I know a bit about the beef. Yeah.
Yeah, they had some beef going on there, but I mean, just for the people who aren't really aware of who BrolyLegs is, I mean, just some good pictures here that show you just kind of some of the things that he had to go through. Again, like he was on this mobile table, an airline broke it one time, and the community came together to pay for a new one. Their van that his brother drove him around in got broken, and they had to get a new one. And And here's my picture that I just posted up recently. And this is like the humor that we had all the time. Like here's him running me over with his table and stuff like that. So he's
High Fight actually put up a really good clip of him. Funny enough, from that night at Wednesday Night Fights.
Yep.
And that is a great showcase of what he can do and how
Then
he
you
does
just going
it.
over and rubbing his hair.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
right?
it's like tussling his hair. Ugh. I'm gonna miss you, man. Fuck.
I mean, and then like one of the things too about like him is that like he really did help give everyone a lot of perspective. It's he prevented a lot of like echo chamber stuff because you could learn so much just from seeing everything he would do.
Right.
And I remember it was something like one of the countries, I don't remember what country in the planet anymore, was first looking into letting esports be like an Olympic event and stuff like that. And I had friends who were like, what the fuck, why? And I was like, bitch, you don't know BrolyLegs. Now we can literally like on the international stage tell everyone he's an athlete and they gotta hold that shit.
Right.
I'm all for it.
Yeah, I mean,
That's so true.
and again, you know, dude, there's so many fighting game players out there. I mean, you know, even Ultra David, when he was going through his muscle problems and he could barely play, you know, Broly was an inspiration to him. He's like, how can I even complain? Like, I need to do something. I mentioned yesterday Wheels from the KI scene, another player.
Oh, yeah, Wheels.
Bound. And Dayton, he honestly, he said he spoke with Broly a lot. They were good friends. Broly helped, you know, make sure he could keep doing it. I mean, Dayton did say, unfortunately, they never got to meet in person, but you know, Broly was an inspiration for him to continue and to keep playing fighting games like that. And there's so many people that have been inspired by him. And like I said, if you want to learn about him, I mean, on Amazon, if you just look up BrolyLegs, My Life Beyond the Floor, it's a digital book. David's tweet on that was hilarious, by the way, if you didn't see it. He was like, one time, you know, when Broly released his book, I bought his book, and like a month later I saw Broly and he was like, I still haven't received the book, what the hell? And Broly was like, it's an ebook, you dingus.
See, I definitely own the physical one.
Oh, you have a physical
one.
Okay.
Also,
Yeah,
like,
we've got a physical copy.
Right.
So we're both Mike, so we would definitely make the like Mike jokes and Highlander and shit.
Right,
and so
yeah,
they're just like, hey, Mike, from Mike. And I was like, yeah.
Oh, man. But I mean, again, he was just really a really funny, inspirational guy. He taught people, a lot of people, how to play fighting games and such. And so, yeah, I mean, clearly,
And he was also a teacher. He had students. He had proteges.
yeah.
He actually, you know, he literally taught people how to play and would, you know, tutor them. And
I think he was on the Metafy, wasn't he, or whatever that site was called.
I don't know if he was using Metafy or not, but I know he definitely, he had like a fighting game tutoring business.
Yeah, he did. So, you know,
absolute
he's
fucking king.
Fucking king, fucking legend, and we're gonna fucking miss him so damn much.
And you know what, though? I mean, sorry, Kitty. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go on ahead, James. It's fine.
No,
It's fine.
the thing that I wanted to say, though, is, you know, again, this is why I love the FGC so much, because without the FGC, a person like BrolyLegs would not have been able to have shown us the legend that he was.
Right?
Honestly, right? I mean, and you know,
The FGC gave him a platform, and what did he do? He shined on it and became a freaking legend.
he was on Street Fighter League one year too, so you know they I mean, shout outs to Capcom for recognizing him and getting him on Street Fighter League. You know,
yeah.
But yeah, Kitty just put the book
link
into the chat over there. So
I just also want to say, like, I thought about it, and you know, not only have we now are suffering with the loss and trying to cope with the loss of BrolyLegs, but we have had too many good people taken from us in the FGC, to the point where I'm asking Markman, Evo, and Evo Japan to do some sort of in memoriam for everybody, like the Oscars do for actors, actresses, and people in the filming industry. And I really, really feel like we should honor Brawly, Flo, everybody else. Just everybody else who has unfortunately passed in like the past few years.
Mike
and
Yaru
start
was
that.
one that recently passed from the Midwest.
And then last year was Piano, right?
Piano Densetsu.
Yeah, Piano.
And then also Lily Ko as well. A really strong Marvel player out there. So
I do have to say, though, shout-outs to Mike Ross for possibly the funniest tweet about it so far.
That was a great one.
Just go body flow when you get there.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, man.
You could definitely tell that with all the tweets people were putting out, we were all crying from behind our phones. Yeah. We all had tears in our eyes.
Yeah, again, I mean, if you see any of the if you manage to see any of the footage of him and the way that he played fighting games, I mean, again, taking advantage of macros and doing all sorts of crazy things. But, I mean, again, he moved the pad, he moved the analog stick with his cheek, and he pressed a lot of the buttons with his tongue. That's how he played, because he couldn't even, this is basically the best he could do to hold the controller. So he would play like this. And, you see something like that. And one, as someone in my chat mentioned yesterday, does kind of open up our eyes on how we need to improve our, how to help disabled people play games.
Fortunately,
and stuff,
he was tapped when Xbox was.
He was.
Yeah.
So, at least there was that much.
Right, yes.
And then not only that, he did, he works along with Able Gaming.
Able Gamers.
Yes.
And the controllers, which is really good.
And again,
hopefully we get more of that in the future.
I mean, again, it's just, not only just Broly, but like I mentioned Wheels, like I mentioned Blind Sven, who won a match on stream.
That was amazing.
On stage, like a boss.
And again,
just listening to it,
the FGC being able to give people these kind of opportunities and stuff like that. There's a reason why I feel like our scene, we don't discriminate. I mean, obviously we have a lot of work to do in a lot of ways. There is some discrimination, but
we're the least bad.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly,
there's improvement for us to get better, and this was definitely proof of that. But, and one way to start. And DZ, you're absolutely right in the chat. It probably was proof that anyone could enjoy the passion if you truly wanted to, and I think that is solid.
Not trying to throw shade, but is Sven really going to be able to play Call of Duty?
Right, yeah, exactly.
Those games aren't designed to have people with struggles in mind.
Right, yeah.
It's just, you're a kid who's buying our game, have fun, fuck off. And that's it.
Yeah.
And, we get more and more fighting games are implementing more things to offset it, with, the contrast modes and audio cues and everything. And he was starting to pick up the game before those were really existing.
Yeah.
And we're just getting better.
Yeah. And one thing to I mean, in my chat yesterday, I mean, one of the moments that I just stood out to me, so sorry if you heard it, but I just want to repeat it, is that, obviously we don't know what happened, and again, leave the family at peace, let them, have their opportunity for grieving and such. But, someone in my chat was like, it just sucks how frail the human body is. And I was like, yeah, but honestly, Broly was kind of proof of how strong the human body
it was, yeah.
It's how frail
it can withstand.
Yeah.
Our human bodies can withstand some crazy shit sometimes.
I mean, that one video someone posted up where they were holding the beer bottle, and he
was opening it with a can opener.
Grab the the bottle opener, and he finally got it in there, and he's like, ah, and he just opens the beer bottle, and everyone just starts cheering, dude. It's just it's crazy, dude. So yeah, he epitomized where there's a will, there's a way. Honestly,
yeah.
So.
He is going to be terribly missed, but he will never, ever, ever be forgotten. Ever.
We are all
Ever.
better people for having known him.
Yeah,
Yes.
I just had a memory of him at Texas Showdown where he promised if he won a match he would do a Zangief lariat, and he won a match and he just rolled in the middle of the floor and spun his table in circles. I was like, oh my god.
That's very on brand. That's very on brand.
Classic, probably.
Damn it, Broly.
I was just like, oh my god. But again, that just showed how much he took a lot of things in stride, you know.
He really did.
It was really cool. So, oh man.
You're gonna be missed, man, but we fucking love you.
Yeah.
We're gonna sing songs about you and praises and such, and I'm sure this year at Evo will be the biggest one
Handle
to
was
do so.
BrolyLegs. His handle was BrolyLegs for
With
that.
no spoilers, but he talks about it in his book.
Yeah, I mean,
If I recall correctly, it was going to a Smash tournament. He's like, oh shit, people have handles? I gotta figure one out. Something Brawly, because that's my favorite character. And he talks about how he had to figure out
Oh
the
my
name and how it
God.
developed.
Dude, that's amazing, dude. I mean,
Buy his book.
Buy his book. Show love and support to the family. Buy his book. And please give them time to grieve as they asked. And yeah, hopefully we can get a little more information later in the future. But, you know, honestly, everyone's just grieving right now.
yeah.
So all of us are. That being said, you know, again, we love you. We're going to miss you, but you will never, ever be forgotten. Love you, Broly.
All right. Well,
So now,
I think we can.
Yeah, let's do like a commercial break so we can transition.
yeah, let's do a
Try to
quick.
get ourselves together so that we can like be like, oh yeah, cool, the things we're excited
Yeah,
for now.
I mean,
But
look. To be fair, Broly would be the first person to be like, "Okay, shut the fuck up.
Right.
Get to the next
I know.
part. Be excited about your Fatal Fury now. Okay?
press your buttons, you fucking nerds.
Yeah.
He's like,
exactly.
stop talking about me, damn it. Yeah.
So I think we should go on and talk about some fun stuff. Some SNK World Championships. Obviously, that took place this past weekend.
SNKronize was definitely divided over the weekend, but we were all doing really cool shit.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about the cool synchronized part, the SNK part of that cool shit. So,
So James, you were at Red Bull, which you talked about at pretty solid damn lengths yesterday.
Yes.
So, you know, Red Bull treated you well, Street Fighter treated you well.
The event
But we
was
missed you.
amazing.
We
The
missed
event
you.
was amazing.
we did miss you. We really did miss you. And I'm sure, you know,
Jesus Christ, though, SWC.
Yeah.
where do we even begin?
I'm gonna actually start first things first. Shout outs to Ultra David.
Okay.
Because Ultra David was in charge of the event. Like that was his baby.
He was hired as a lawyer, and then they just got him to do this.
Yeah.
So you know.
Well, I mean, because I think of all of Tenno's staff, he's the one most invested in KOF. So I think that's actually like a fair way to do it.
Interesting. Okay.
But on the other hand, you know how fucking bad it was when by the end of the weekend, all of SNK staff looked like they were doing fine, and like with trying to get Fatal Fury out the door and get it ready and having to show people, you can imagine the kind of stress they were under.
Right.
By the end of the weekend, Oda looked great and David was dying.
Oh no! Oh, poor David.
I love David, but I'm like sitting here in costume and I walk up to him and I'm just. And then I patted him on the shoulder, like I was like, "You look like a corpse, man." All right.
Yeah.
That weekend kicked his ass.
Yeah.
So he definitely was doing his best to earn his keep. And as good as the event was, it obviously wasn't running too smoothly
Right,
because he might have gotten room to breathe. But damn, did they hold it down? The event was fantastic.
I mean, again, look, anybody who's ever tried to run an event will tell you, like, because I still remember there was a group of people who were like, we're going to do it better than Evo, blah, 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 blah. And then they ran their event and they were like, Jesus Christ, like, holy crap, this was not cool. And
I mean, that literally is almost everyone.
Yeah.
Like I've heard that same story from Jabali.
Right. And you know, the crazy thing is, like, I tell everybody, like, whenever they're like, I'm going to run my own event, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to give you my number one piece of advice to all TOs. It's not about preventing the fires. It's how fast you can react to them, because you're not going to prevent them.
You're not Nick Fury.
Yeah, and so, I mean, honestly, I mean, just earlier today, someone told me TOing sucks. It sucks. And it's stressful, but you know they do a good job when nobody else notices that everything was on fire. So
That's where it is. Like,
I mean, honestly, that's even how it is at conventions. Running an anime convention or a comic
we
convention,
used to run
it's
small,
all
like,
the same.
16-man brackets in the game room of an anime convention, and it was a
Yes.
fucking trash fire.
Yes.
Yep. I remember.
So it doesn't matter. Big or small scale, they are all fires, and it's how well you put those fires away.
How big an
and
extinguisher
like
did
you
you
were
bring?
saying, yes, and that is what's going to make people be like, this event was great.
And you know
nothing went
what?
wrong.
I mean, quoting Contact, man, I mean, that's like how you actually solve a lot of problems is, you know, why have one when you can have two for double the price? Because, I mean, honestly, that's what you have to do. You have to... I mean, one of the most famous Evos was when Grand Finals went out during the Ricky and Daigo match, you know, and and they didn't have a second computer. But now, like, when you're streaming and you're running all this stuff, you have two of everything. Like, you just have two of everything. And it's just, I mean, it's brutal, man. It is a brutal process. And so, yeah, shout outs to
the people with the dirty job of TOing.
Yeah.
Well, most of them, for that matter. You guys, some of our friends who are TOs, I don't know how they still do it.
It's love, man.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
love.
it's, again, because we talk about it all the time. They are the unsung heroes. It is fundamentally a thankless job.
Right.
So, you know, on occasion, remember to actually thank them.
Yeah.
'Cause Jesus Christ.
It's like,
I do not envy that work.
Right. I mean,
it's like when people say, you know, tip your waitresses. It's like, hug your TOs.
Yeah.
Tell them.
I mean, literally, I've been like, I want to do a fucking World Tour Avatar tournament for Street Fighter 6. I said that like 8 months ago. I ain't done shit.
right. Yep.
And I don't have to leave the house to do it.
Right.
Oh, God.
Oh, I mean, to be honest with you, I've run online tournaments before, and if it wasn't for Investigation Cone, like the first Shoryuken scrimmages I ran were nightmares, and then he basically took over as the guy in the Discord, and it's just the Discord is full of, I can't find my opponent. Wait, what am I doing? I'm supposed to do this. Wait, huh? How's this? What happened here? And like he's like killing all these fires while I'm trying to run the stream and stuff like that. It is a crazy situation. And dude, yeah. So long story short, shout outs to them for pulling off the SNK World Championships, for having it run as smoothly as it could be, and you know, again, so that a lot of people didn't notice there was anything wrong happening, and you know, and for
That's the secret right there, especially when you're running a con or a comic event. It's just like, as long as people don't know,
Jasmine,
and they had fun, you did a good thing. And what is Jasmine doing now?
she's attacking a cable.
No, she's attacking the actual like tablecloth and kind
Right.
of pulling it down and booped other things in the process.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
It's leave the audience with ignorance is bliss.
I mean, dude, you talk about, like, I mean, I have horror stories on all the different things. I mean, obviously the Evo TV one is like one of the most famous ones, but I mean, one year we were at CEO and lightning struck the building and killed the power. Like, these are the kind of things that you just run into, you know? It's like, how do you even get ready
How long
for
did it
that?
take for power to come back on? Like,
I don't remember, but I know the Wyndham was working really hard to get that back up. So
What stopped your event? Act of God.
yeah, basically
seriously. Yeah, what's up, Tim?
that's literally a clause, the force majeure clause that, you know, can break contracts. Unfortunately, because COVID was so bad, it wasn't a good enough reason to break a lot of contracts, because since it was happening to everyone and everything all the hotels
You couldn't really do that, huh?
Accept so that's why Jabali, that's why Rick Thayer, that's why so many TOs lost so much money during the pandemic, because they had to break the contract and still pay a bunch of money. So
goddamn right, I look good in pink.
That actually is his power color. I'm not gonna lie. It's that and lavender. It's ridiculous. So I'm just gonna start off this right. First of all, when we took our awesome squad photo, which I'll show you guys later, when we just walked into the venue, even before that,
Saturday.
even before walking into the venue, you got hype because you were given an SNK bag with a badass poster in it and a blind box style button, which you could pretty much... I'll get into that later.
You got your Mary, right?
Yes,
I saw that. Yeah,
everyone got. It was like the SNK little like plastic bag.
Right.
It had a poster, and it had an arcade button of one of 11 varieties, is what our final count was.
I mean, the only reason why I looked at you like that, because I was like, I remember you posting a Mary pic, and I was like, you got your Marys.
I got my Mary button, but there were 11 total varieties that we were made aware of. Because the print run is technically 12, but the 12th one was a secret one, not for the public.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Which we can get to.
And we'll go into that. We'll go into that later. But out of those 12 buttons, like, they were all blind. So one of the coolest things about the weekend, and I made sure to tell SNK this so they could definitely, do it again, is how much everybody, like little kids, ran around and were doing button hunting and trading with everybody, and it actually got the crowd to interact, and it got everyone to interact with each other and be like, okay, so and so has this, who needs this, Kitty wants this, who has this for Kitty? And I just be like, hey, yo, we got 2 Islas, we need to trade, like, it's just go on ahead. Ahead, Olaf.
So one of the things that sucks is whenever you buy like blind box stuff in Japan, the stores and whoever's publishing it, whatever, they will have a sign or a request online that says, don't sit around and trade with other people. You're not allowed to do it.
Whatever, dude.
So there was also kind of the bonus of like, we're at this event to do this. Everyone's going nuts.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Especially like in a store. You're not allowed to like ask them, hey, can I trade this for the display when you got things like that,
Like virtually anything. That might not be the case as much as like if you're at Comiket or something, because fuck it, whatever. But if you're at one of the pop-ups, get fucked. You're stuck with what you.
No, you're right. It was like a Easter Bunny button hunt. It really was, and we were running around like little kids enjoying it. So, if you guys want to see some buttons,
dude, it was so good seeing you, Yurikov.
I have some. I didn't get all of the ones I want, but I'm a spoiled brat when it comes to SNK things, and I will make sure I get more later. So, but for now.
But we knew about the 7 that were posted on the tweet.
Right, of course.
And then within the first hour, I heard someone got a Janae, and I was like, God damn it, that means there are ones that weren't in the post.
Yeah.
So I spent all of Friday to like, okay, who'd you get? And it wasn't until Saturday that someone actually got the first Mary, and that's how we knew it existed.
And so,
but Kitty wants to show off some stuff.
So since you mentioned Janae, let me. There she is.
Nice.
You get her cute little ass. That's Janae Button, and I'll bring her up one more time. But here is Chizuru,
which is one of the ones I wanted most after the fact.
So okay, I have to on principle. You know why? I had to get Mai. She's my legacy character, so I had to get Mai. And we definitely traded for this one because I got a Shune and I was getting mad, so I got my rock. So we also got, but traded Isla, Iori. We got who else?
We kept an Iori actually. By the time.
No, I traded Iori for Janae. Because somebody had Janae and they really wanted Iori. So I was like, all right, me and you swap right now.
So I think we actually have 2 Mai.
Do we have 2 Mai? No, we should have traded for 2 Mai.
Shoot. I have, because I still have a few in the room, and I think Mai is one of the ones I still have too. So
Okay, well, if somebody out there wants to trade Mai for the World Championship title or Isla, because I did like the Isla button. I wouldn't mind having the Isla button back. But yes, and again, at first we thought there were 6, and then people started getting Janae and other characters and Yori, and like I'm like, what is going on? So I was hoping there would be a Shermie. There was no Shermie.
Yeah,
and there was no Yasha.
I could not believe Mary made the cut.
I can't believe Shermie got cut. That was ridiculous. I can't believe Shermie, Chris, or Yashiro, or any Orochi forms got cut. And we were really hoping for Agenitz, but again, I told them how great it was, and everybody, I mean every freaking buddy who was there, you know, loved it. If it was one thing everybody at that event could agree on, it was, you know, the blind box buttons. And so I'm like, you have to do this again. People didn't get shit at Capcom Cup, all right? And we're registering for free, and you give us posters, a different one each day, and you give us buttons, a different one each day. SNK, we love you. You guys are so freaking gracious.
I like stuff.
You know? I enjoy stuff and or things, and especially when it's SNK collectibles, because that's what we do here on the show. So all of these buttons were just phenomenal.
We do have the posters. And we'll post them later. We'll post them up to the SNKronize account because we haven't actually taken pictures of the pictures.
Right.
We haven't taken pictures of the posters, but you got to see them. They SNK tweeted them out, and then we'll try to see if everybody on that synchronized post will show their buttons so everybody could see the different buttons. And I think that's a really good idea. And we could just hit up our friends. Rome actually showed his buttons. And now we're going to tell you that special 12 button. James, would you mind going to Rome himself's Twitter and seeing the goodies that he was bestowed?
He got a special one?
The 12th
A few people got a special one.
Was part of a special gift basket, as it were.
A press release gift goodie basket, or a baggie, I should say. And the tote was pretty cool too.
And the notebook's fucking fire.
I know. Well, let them see first before you
Find it. I'm trying.
Before you say anything.
Should be almost there.
Oh, nice. He did show it on stream. Yeah, I would too if I got all that. Yeah, he's Hollywood now. We're gonna keep him over here. I'm gonna turn Rome. I'm gonna do everything I can in my power to make Rome West Coast.
I don't know if we'll ever get him, but we could totally try.
To make him move
All right,
to the
you
West
guys.
Coast, you said? Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so first off, bottle of wine, Garo, Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves, bottle of wine. How sick is that shit? Okay? And then behind it...
It is a Cabernet Sauvignon.
Oui. And then right behind it is the Fatal Fury notebook, little, journal organizer thing. Those are the 2 posters. Those are his goodie grab bag pics that you see there, trinkets down there. And then,
which, by the way,
James,
those
can
are
you
from,
scroll down a little lower?
Those are from the Bam Bam Game Monster. Those were some of your originally.
I'm gonna get to those in a moment. But James, can you scroll down that photo a little more?
Yep.
And zoom in on those 2 buttons in the middle. Enhance.
Fatal Fury one.
Enhance.
Yep, so...
There is a Fatal Fury button.
It's a Fatal Fury one for the press kit.
Freaking Fatal Fury button. And as you guys can see, the SNK World Championship button is right next to it. That's the other one I really wanted for my collection, so I could have a full arcade stick of all these sick buttons.
But yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah.
But I'm also a little on the jelly side. Just a little.
We are very, very jelly, but we are happy for him. But still, I mean, he did get stuck with 2 shoenays, so
Yeah, that's.
Wait, didn't I trade him one? For Mai? Didn't I trade? Didn't I trade Rome for somebody? Again, the button trading was so freaking fun. Oh my god!
It was
I
good.
can't wait for the next event.
Also,
He really did.
I was really fortunate that the person that ended up with the Mary button really didn't want it.
Oh, really?
So everyone won in that case because he got to walk home with one he wanted, and I got Mary.
Right. I'm
But
surprised. I'm surprised.
he did
like,
want Isla.
He probably was walking around going like, I don't really want the Mary. Everyone's probably like, go talk to Olaf.
It's not how it happened, but it would have been funny if
That is not how it happened at all. Fun fact, he is now a buddy and he is now a squad. I'm trying to find his Twitter right now. Give me a second. But he actually knew me because from online because of my Charlotte cosplay. Because he absolutely loves Charlotte. And sorry, I'm trying to find it. See if you can find his shoot, where is it? His Twitter. I'm trying right now. It's really hard with a runny nose, so I try and not look down and be gross. Anyway, he loves Charlotte, so he appreciated my Charlotte, which I'm really happy about. And to top it all off, like, we button traded, and that was absolutely wonderful and great, and I was really happy about that. So,
well,
damn it,
give the actual story for how it shook out.
So he's just like, I have this button, and Chris said you were looking for Mary because Chris, our Zarina loving buddy, the SNK community.
The Yuri player, Chris.
Okay.
He's the first one who grabbed a blue Mary.
Oh,
and so
okay.
And was absolutely not willing to part with it.
And I asked him, and he's like, you could tell he really did not want to say no. But because I was asking him, he was like, Kitty, I really want her. I'm sorry. And I'm like, it is fine. You didn't get Zarina in 15. You can keep your Mary button, okay? I'm not going to take it from you. But if you know anyone else who has a Mary, let me know. And sure enough, his buddy had a Mary button, and I hear people calling me over, and he sat down, introduced himself, and, was like, I hate this bitch. I can't stand her. Get her away from me.
I can only think of
Trade me, please.
Time, by the way.
Well, I only hate her because I'd hate fighting your Mary.
So that's the thing, is that he doesn't actually hate her as a character, but God,
No.
he's very much, if I have to never have to fight this bitch again.
Oh,
it makes me
okay,
sick.
yeah. Okay, fair. Okay.
And I'm
So, like, the whole time we're trading, he's, like, just joking, like, yes, get this bitch away from me. You could have her. I don't want her. He's like, I want my Isla. I need
meanwhile, it was
Isla.
like Christmas for me, so,
Like, cool.
So I'm just like, all right, give him Isla. Give him Isla. You are very awesome. I'm so sorry I'm like blanking out on your name and your Twitter handle. I will give you shout outs by the end of the night when I find you in all of my damn posts. I'm so sorry. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. Anyways,
it's still reasonable. It's totally fine.
So
But again, I could only think of you.
That's fair. Although I'm still sad about Isla, but that's a whole nother story. Sorry. So,
Let's see. So then, so Friday was the LCQ,
right?
which obviously had a fair amount of upsets and a fair amount of oh my dear God.
And I mean, dude, you remember I kept saying it. I was like, I think someone's gonna bring in a duel on and catch everyone by surprise.
And behold,
the winner, Paco, ended up beating up everybody with a duel on
point, no less.
Yeah, I mean, again, you mentioned to me that clearly he's been playing duel on forever. Right, so that's probably why he was already so proficient.
He
with
was
it.
definitely far more comfortable than 1 month should.
Right, but again, it's just like how many people had an opportunity to find someone to practice fighting duel on?
Yeah.
And if you didn't know all the mix-ups, like you were just basically done. So.
And we're going to see this pattern continue through the weekend, which I'll get to in a bit. But then there's also, like, I don't want to like point and throw shade, but Uedo Asamiya was a fucking heartbreaker.
Dude, he is the saddest human on the planet, I think, so.
He is 2013 KOF's Mike Ross. Always outside the money. 4th place Mike Ross. But like, I mean, I couldn't help but say it. It's like always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Ever since was it Combo Breaker last year? Like that he won and then could never get qualified from that moment forward. And it was just like, fuck, man. And then even at the LCQ, 1 spot away. Fuck. Like, you just cannot help but feel for the guy.
Like, Wedo, we are still rooting for you, cheering for you, just like in the when we were all in Las Vegas at the semifinals.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, you'd be hard pressed to not say like he's the strongest player that didn't get into finals.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't even think that's a question, honestly. So, oh man.
Yeah, no, and Lao Yagami, we already knew like he was gonna put on a hell of a show, and the same thing, like Hinako. Lao made Hinako look like a good ass character. I still don't feel she is, but Jesus, the shenanigans.
Right.
So yeah, the LCQ was out of control, absolutely remarkable. Ended at a reasonable time, and so we all got out of there and were also kicked out at a reasonable time. It was great. Paying for parking was not great.
Okay.
The parking was fuck off expensive.
Right, yeah.
It was $30 on Friday, $40 each Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, geez.
It was $110 of parking for 3 days.
Jesus Christ.
3 fucking days, $110.
Oh my God.
You have no idea how many power geysers that could have purchased, but no.
Oh yeah, the drinks on site were pretty rad.
Oh, that's right.
So the themed drinks were absolutely amazing. You know.
And then so throughout, being there Friday and getting to meet some of the players who were finalists who were just hanging out, and then through Saturday, my boy InfernoKong.
Here we go.
Goddamn show, and like I said, like. None of you motherfuckers know how to fight Rugal and fucking Antonov.
Right, yeah.
Dinosaur maybe.
Right,
And he fucking made it to Sunday like a boss.
Not only that.
I feel like MVP SooA also made it to Sunday.
SooA like a fucking boss, because who knows how to fight Chris? Told you she's the best Chris.
I've got plenty of stuff to talk about SooA.
So
in a minute,
let's do it right there as the segue. We're talking about Kong. We're talking about SooA. Let's fucking do it.
No, I want to talk more about Kong. First of all, meeting Kong, holy shit, this man just makes me fucking smile. He is so hilarious and sweet and kind to talk to. And, the more we, spent time around the weekend, it's just like the more fun we had and the closer we got. And I'm just really, really appreciative of him.
Also,
not only
forget,
that,
like before Kong arrived, I was like, I've never actually seen your face on stream. I don't know what you look like. And he sent me a fucking picture of Bowser. I'm like, motherfucker. And then I met him. I was like, all right, I see where you're coming from. I see the joke. Jackass.
Oh, man.
And then reach up and hug him.
He is great.
Oh, he's a pretty tall fella.
Okay. I mean, dude.
And not only that, like when I met him the first day I was there, I'm just like, thank you for making Antonov in the game like Antonov should and Antonov can, because that's what he does. He just brings Antonov to life when he fights, and I fucking love watching that man go ham with Antonov.
His actual words is Antonov is my spirit animal.
Yeah. Very, very true. And like, honestly, like he's just so fun to talk to. I was lucky enough to get an on-site interview with him, which I am going to save for next week, because if you guys saw my tweet talking about SooA, and this is ridiculous, like there is a Orochi Shermie bond now that nobody can break. Okay, I love her. She has converted me to being a SooA simp now, and I'm okay with that. I am absolutely 100% fine with that because she is such a lovely lady to talk to. So,
like she definitely is not putting on an act.
Right. I mean, you could definitely, basically I was just about to say, you could definitely tell she's very genuine, and just the excitement and the joy that she has in there. I mean, I know if Juicebox is still in the chat, I mean, I'm sure he is the biggest SooA fan in the world, because I mean, she's got that Juicebox, she's got that Juicebox energy, man. You know it, Juicebox. You know she's got that Juicebox energy.
So with that being said, James, can you play the first video I sent you on Messenger? This is our first meeting.
What kind of nerd does that exactly?
This is our first meeting, SooA, all three of us in costume, and this just we all made each other smile. We both lit up each other's faces. I'll get to that after you watch the video.
First picture or? Oh,
no, the first video. First video.
Okay. All right, let me do this.
Yeah, we are all squatted up for this.
Yeah. So.
Yes, we are.
All right. So here's the first meeting.
So how it shook out is that someone who was already like familiar with her or more confident, I don't know what, started yelling for her and just like telling her to come over.
It was Cyber Kusanagi.
Yes.
I love how he just stands there so ominously.
I'm waiting for you.
Nice.
So she was obviously really, really happy to see an Orochi Shermie, a Genetz, and a Mr. Karate. And she just really, really was happy to see us all there. And she was obviously very impressed by our buddy Rune being Mr. Karate, because his mask came out phenomenal. That was so much fun to help him with, because like he did such a damn good job making that mask.
So apparently one of the people that you met over there has just jumped in the chat over here as well.
Yeah, we do things. Little podcasty show.
Oh, hi. Hello. It was always good seeing people, especially from SWC. And Cyber Kusanagi is the one who loved my Charlotte, who gave me Blue Mary to trade him for Isla. And he is the one who called SooA over. Nice. So homie's already looking out, super appreciative of it.
Always.
And thank you so much, Cyber Kusanagi. Now becoming friends with you and meeting you there, like I'm very much looking forward to whichever Evo and whichever events I see you at next. So definitely buddy squad to form.
I think that there's like a kind of an important thing to mention here too, is that obviously KOF doesn't have the largest fan base and player base, but in a way that almost makes it a little more close-knit, right? You always see that, like the Vampire Savior community, the Soul Calibur community that I've been involved with and everything like that, and I feel like the KOF community is doing a lot of that as well. And so there was just a lot of love and happiness at this event, sounds like.
So MD Golg's putting
yes.
the way you and Rome talked
yes.
about the event, it's like big friends reunion. The thing is, there's also that like strangers are just friends you haven't met yet.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
There was so much of that.
You can always depend
when
on
it comes to these
strangers.
When it comes to these events, it's true though. It really is.
A stranger's just a friend you haven't met.
Because now that James is done singing his favorite song,
dude, that line, oh God, that's.
When I walked into the venue, and when we all walked in together as a group, I cannot tell you how good it felt to just see everyone we care about and we know in one place, in a very intimate setting, in a very chill, relaxed setting. And it was a reunion. It was something we all needed. The fact that I didn't make it Friday and everyone was hitting up Olaf and messaging me, where you at, where you at, where you at? Are you coming tomorrow? We miss you, we want to see you. You guys have no idea. There are a few times, and I'll show you pictures because I have some to share. There are a few people who literally made me fucking cry in the SN club. Like, I am not even joking. We were all getting emotional squish. It was such a damn good time. And again, being at these events, being part of the SNK community, I absolutely love it. It's something that I really, really cherish. And this is one reason why SNKronize likes to help everybody out when we can. And again, just like with the button trading, everybody was willing to talk with each other, interact with each other. And you know how Street Fighter players have beef? They're known to be some of the top people to start shit and have the most beef. Look, at SNK events, people are so chill. Nobody has like any issues really with anybody or any beef, and if they do, they settle it so nicely.
To be fair, that is not.
I'm just making a comparison, James. I'm just making a comparison.
It's a thing. It's just a thing that when you're seen as large, it happens, right?
I, in all fairness, I miss the Marvel beefs.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, see?
Fair enough.
And that's another thing, you know, people in the Capcom community love the beef, you know, just like Marvel. Y'all love that beef.
Also, is KOF-15 dead? Nah.
Yeah.
Not even close, dude. And we're going to get to that also.
They did say that even then they're still working on adding something to it.
Right.
Or at least heavily implied. But even so, like, the game is in a really, really good spot right now. So, like, even if they drop support for it, we've still got a good year ahead of us until, like, Fatal Fury comes out. We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Yes. We'll be totally fine. We're going to get another, you know, World Championship. It's all good. It's totally all good. So, I'm happy about it. Anyways, moving on back to that, speaking of how it's so close, everyone knows each other, everyone's very chill. James, can you please
video number 2?
go to the next video.
Already? I mean, I'm not complaining.
Okay, wait. No. Go to the photos, please. Go to let's go through the photos that I have to share with everybody.
All of them?
Yeah, we'll just go through all of them.
Okay.
Chit chat about each one. So, squad. All right, these are the Pics that go hard, SWC 2023 version.
Something selfie.
So you know these two goobers. All right, next one.
What a fucking asshole.
This was such a cool entry way to walk into.
Yeah,
you had all these screens,
all the
great lighting
outside, the LED neon signs and shit, and then walking into just staring at you.
Yeah, the venue was just so beautifully decorated with KOF-15 images, posters, you know, the SWC logos. Like, you walked in and you were definitely hyped. Like I was saying earlier, before seeing everybody, the place was just so nice.
Yeah, she hasn't actually been inside yet until, like, this point.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, you could go to the next one. Pics that go hard. Part 3. As you can see, I wonder who is that? Who is that guy right there?
Well, I mean,
who is it?
Obviously, but
who is this masked man? If you guys don't know, Olaf really wanted to be G-Mantle for the weekend for finals.
Explain to people who G-Mantle is.
So way back in the 80s, before, like, SNK was really making fighting games yet. Like, Fatal Fury wasn't even out. Neo Geo's mascot was G-Mantle.
Right.
Who was just, you know, this, like, Phantom of the Opera smiling looking motherfucker. Once they started making the other games and building the brand more, you know, then they had Terry. Right. They had Athena. They had Mai, you know. They had Nakaruru, and he kind of fell by the wayside as no longer, like, the iconic brand that he was. That's also why the Neo Geo logo, the O's are masks, It's very much the same thing.
And
all intertwined.
And also when
the
200
Mega Shock, yeah.
Shock. G-O.
I mean, he was the official mascot of a few commercials that they had for their games, and that's where he got his start and his love from. And then I'm really happy that way later they put him in a game.
So in 2000, remember, KOF 2000 was designed under the assumption that it would be the last game.
Right.
That was when the bankruptcy started and everything. And so they tried to just fucking do everything. And so they let G-Mantle be a secret striker in 2000. They still make merchandise of him on and off. Like, Kitty got a sweet-ass t-shirt. In an SNK Heroines acrylic stands, he's actually a secret one.
Oh, wow.
For no reason. He's not even in the game. And yeah, I mean, also one thing that you'll see later when we talk about City of the Wolves, he was in fucking backgrounds in Fatal Fury.
Right.
Yep.
I mean, if we could talk about City of the Wolves.
Fucking right.
All right.
It's only been an hour.
Yeah, I was thinking an hour and a half, to be honest with you, so.
Okay, so I finally got to personally meet COLT.
COLT. Yes.
He's fucking great, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Can I tell you how much I freaking love this man?
No.
And his commentary. I still, there was one freaking line he did last year at EVO during finals for KOF 15. And that line just had me dying laughing while I was getting ready in costume, watching from our suite to go walk, 2 miles to get to EVO. But it was a Janae fight. And Janae does her little pop-up. She's ready to do her kicking combo. And he basically was like, when she was doing it and she popped whoever up, he said, "Yeah, that's right. Give me the keys, baby. I love you." Mwah. Right when she blows her kiss. And ever since then, I try to say that line when I can, as much as I can. And I had to tell him that. And when I did, he was just so thrown off and started cracking up. He's like, "You like that line?" I was like, "It's so good, dude. Yeah, it was so fucking great. I love you." Because before that, he saw me in passing, but he had to go up on the stage and he was like, "Oh my God, I love your striker, show me. Oh my God." And I was like, I love you. You're one of my favorite commentators.
I was just about to say, Kitty, I mean, for those who aren't aware, what is your cosplay here?
So my cosplay right here is Striker Shermie from KOF 2000. They had different characters being strikers. And thanks to Olaf, in all of our lore talks and such, technically this Shermie is dead.
Yeah, this is corpse.
And
right.
Yes. So it's not. And the joke I was making that day was, I don't look too bad for a dead girl. And COLT got it, because he knows his shit. So he was cracking up about it. And a few other people, who were just like, holy shit, Striker Shermie. But the reason I love Striker Shermie is because she's, tan like me, number one. Number two, it's like if regular Shermie and Orochi Shermie combined, that's Striker Shermie's personality. She has this iconic, maniacal laugh in the game.
It is.
And I just love how wild she is. She's a little firecracker and absolutely iconic. Love her. And I'm just really proud how this outfit came out. There was a Kula cosplayer there. And when we were taking photos that you guys are going to see next, she actually she was so sweet. She actually came up to us and she was like, "Oh my God, G-Mantle." She knew her shit. Props on that. And then she's just like, "I love your Shermie, your color." She was complimenting it, and I told her how I was making it, and she looks so cute as Kula. I wish I would have brought her a lollipop. I was debating it earlier before we went over there.
Yeah,
she was really nice and sweet. She was the only other cosplayer that actually came up and chit-chatted with us, and she was the sweetheart, and I'm really happy she liked our outfits. But COLT, again, my God, awesome guy.
El Goat.
Yes, El Goat. Yes.
Anyways.
Yeah, next time I see her, I'll definitely give her a lollipop. So she'll work it. And
Romance, freaking romance, dude. And he's got the bow tie
how much GQ is in this photo? Like, I can't even. It's just,
dude, romance is always like one of the most well-dressed gentlemen in the room.
And I'm just like, get over here. We need like a pic that goes hard. Come here. You guys are both in nice suits. Get over here.
We love romance.
Oh, yeah.
No, we really do love romance, and I appreciate that, you know, we get to work with him when we can, like we did for semifinals, and I hope we can help run more events later for the SNK community. Really do. But again, it's just like, it was personal, intimate hangout time with all our friends from around the world. Can we just have an Oda appreciation post right here, right now? This is it. Oda, I love and respect him so much because he is always down for silly photos and videos. And with that being said, James, if you could like click over to the next video, please.
Oh, the next video.
Yeah, the one we waited on.
All right.
Yes, bless Oda-san. Praise and bless for Oda-san.
Yes.
That's the one. Oh.
Yes.
He was like, "Oh hell yeah, we're doing this."
He's precious, man. He's just so great. He just loves to mess around.
Oda has a meme going on right now.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you were saying, you were asking earlier, is KOF dead? Is all I have to say.
We don't know.
Honestly, we'll find out at Evo Japan if it's getting continued support.
Continuing picks that go hard. This is literally my
this
fucking obvious favorite pick.
Like, honestly.
Yeah.
Like no introduction needed.
Sure me.
It's a little too powerful.
You know, James, it's really funny you say that because before this pick happened, she was like, "Oh, hi, Shermie," and I was like, "Hi, Shermie," and she's like, "Shermie," and I'm like, "Shermie," and the guys around us are just cracking up, shaking their heads. And I'm gonna tell you something. After we took this photo, something very wild happened. A little bit later, I was sitting, enjoying my drink, watching the finals. And SooA comes up, walking up the stairs where our little couch area was. And she looks at me and waves, doesn't say anything. She's like, and I'm just like, And then she kind of comes closer to me. And then I go tap, tap to my side. And she comes and she sits right up to me, shoulder to shoulder, hip to hip. And I'm just like, hi. And she's like, hello.
Nice.
And then after that, we started talking. And we were enjoying each other's company and talking so much that I am going to pretty much, James, can you go to the one video? I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek right now of my impromptu interview with the one and only SooA.
Which video is
It looks
that
like
one?
number 4, I think. I think it's that one.
That would be it.
Nope. That's
Oh, wait a minute. Play that one, because not only did G-Mantle give a rose to Oda, but he also gave one to SooA.
Yes, hello. You look so good today. Here, we have a gift for you. Oh, thank you. Hi, you guys. KittyKaboooom here from SNKronize, and I am with my dear friend, the one, the only, the queen of fighters herself. This is SooA. Hi, everyone. My name is SooA. Nice to meet you. So I just want to say to all the female fighters out there, this woman is so strong and so talented and gives us such energy on the stage. Thank you so much for representing the rest of us female fighters out there in the FGC. Who do you love the most? Character.
I love Ochi, Pin, Yasho, Shami,
yes.
Prince, and Danny, and more. I love villain character. For example, KOF 30, Psyche.
Ooh, nice.
It seems
Good
on
one,
brand.
good one.
Yeah.
For me, I love Fatal Fury
Yeah.
and Real Belt. So for me, is Geese Howard.
Geese Howard.
Yes.
Oh, Geese Howard is so charisma. I know.
predictable. Yes. Dog, come on. Yeah.
I know.
Oh my god.
So that was your sneak peek at my lengthy interview with SooA, sitting together, hanging out on the couch, cosplaying together, watching finals together. It's going to be up on my YouTube. I will post it later on, but y'all, I had such a damn good time hanging and meeting SooA, and the fact that everyone was just so comfortable just so comfortable hanging out with each other to the point like where friendships are growing. Like, I couldn't be freaking happier. I am so glad that this weekend happened, and I'm so happy with how it turned out.
Sure, Sayru's not the first one to make that joke. So
Oh, I'm
it's
sure
okay.
he's not even the first to make it today.
Oh goodness. By the way, this is like another one of my favorite pictures.
Yeah, the thing is, though, that given the animations, I feel it looks like I'm just about to get grabbed. Like, that is a suplex 5 frames up from now.
I mean, you're not wrong. You really,
5 frames from
you
now, your
really
life
are
is
not
over.
wrong.
Oh man.
Seriously. And shout outs to Rune for making a sick ass Mr. Karate. Like, I love how that mask came out. It's such an improvement from our first run. Oh my god, it looks so good.
New and improved.
Hey, that's how cosplay is.
That's funny. Like it because you can see the nose really well here. So
Yeah. Again, I could not stop taking video and pictures this weekend. It was just too fucking fun. God, such a damn good weekend. When's the next SWC? It's like next month, right?
Yeah, sure, that's how it works.
Yeah, sure.
Right.
oh, that was
That
the
was the last photo there?
No, it shouldn't have.
Yeah, that was.
Because there was.
No,
No,
should be
there's
right.
that was.
Oh, wait,
I should have put
there's
up more. Sorry.
Ah.
Oh yes, this one.
The big snake energy.
Big snake energy. That was day one. I absolutely love it.
Oh, yeah.
So, if you guys don't know, Al Rosa is very dear to us. Wonderful friend. Can't wait to hang out with him sometime soon. And I actually found a dinosaur puppet. This is very similar to his. And first of all, I love Rosa because we can talk fashion like all freaking day long. Okay, number one. Number two, the fact that he always has his dinosaur, his little KOD puppet, is absolutely adorable. And I had to get one too because I haven't seen him in so long that I actually posted this pic and said reunited, because that's just how everybody felt at the event. And it's true. One more thing is that he couldn't find, he left his dinosaur puppet on finals day.
Oh no.
He forgot it, so I gave him mine. And that way he could take pictures of, his dinosaur antics. And that's just, again, homies help homies. That's what you do. All right, that's what you do for your friends. So I'm glad now he has an adopted dinosaur to go along with his original one.
I mean, I agree. But real talk, did someone ever find the missing one?
Oh no, it was like he forgot it in his hotel room. No, he has his puppet. He forgot it in his hotel room.
Yeah, no, it sounded like he left it at finals after it had closed and it was gone forever. Yeah. And I was about to, in the midst of being heartbroken.
There was at one point in time, like in the 60s or the 70s, where Disney just made all these live action movies, and one of them was called One of Our Dinosaurs is Missing, and I just that's the first thing I'm thinking of for El Rosa here.
Wow.
You know, I just had a core memory unlocked that made me think of Baby. James, remember Baby? It wasn't a Disney special though.
Oh God. Yes.
Right?
There was a little animatronic little brontosaurus, the cover had the egg on it. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. As a dinosaur obsessed child that I was, I had to watch every dino movie my parents could get their hands on for me. So, you know, I actually got to see that movie. So they did say a special guest was going to be there on Sunday for finals.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I want you guys to see who that is right here.
Oops.
Let's go, Mike. Nice to meet you. Also, Mike. Hey, let's go. There's two Mexico. Something for posterity. Totally. This is definitely going to be.
It's hard to hear.
I am actually way more amused by the rest of that picture too. You see the people in the background there?
Absolute pleasure.
I just pan real quick too. There we go. So that right there is KK and Konya-san. So we all know KK, and then Konya-san is the director of it.
Hello, absolute pleasure. I just have to ask, are you okay?
Yes, I am okay, and I'm Buster Wolf.
Good. I am glad. We are all Buster Wolf right now.
No, KK is in the back. So this guy right here, this is the English voice of Terry for City of the Wolves.
Yes, this is City of the Wolves, Terry Bogard, who you guys heard in the trailer. And he is just so much fun to talk to and joke with. Another Mike. So you heard they were making Highlander jokes. Yeah. There can be only one, as Mikes do in this group.
Yeah, KK is a little bit behind there. You look past Michael, you'll actually see KK and Konya-san.
Yes, and, you know, thanks to Konya-san, this game, City of the Wolves, exists.
Yeah, I think this is the other video that we haven't played yet, right? So
well, let's hit it. We can get it all knocked out until next round.
I know that.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me pause it.
This is mean.
Pause it.
This is mean.
It is not mean.
It is mean.
It is not mean. I'm only letting this video be seen on the show right now, okay? And didn't put it on Twitter for everybody. Only the lucky ones who tune in right now. And I honestly thought Rome might stop in and say hi, which is another reason why I wanted to play it.
Late, so.
Okay, well, if you don't want to see the...
I don't want to do this to him right now.
Okay.
All right, fine.
Okay.
Because also it's not going to be just on the show. It would then be on YouTube later.
Nah, fine.
I'm not going to do that to him. There are just times where you brain fart a little too hard, and it can be really embarrassing, and I'm not doing that to him.
Okay.
But the end was hilarious. Anyways, all right. I love Rome. If you don't want to show the video, we don't have to. Out of pure respect. Yes. So anyways, all right, let's talk about City of the Wolves now.
I will do this. I will do my best to make this quick because we are already behind schedule.
We started late.
I mean,
I said that I can't do the show for very long today.
No, that's understandable. You have a full weekend.
Yeah, he was hoping we'd be done after an hour and a half.
Yeah, so
we haven't even started talking about City of the Wolves yet. So
I remember I have to be commentating uni tomorrow at Arc World Tour. So
Okay, well, just to say real quick, hey, look, more swag. Hey, look, a talking Iori keychain. Hey, look, I don't know what it says. We'll find out next week. Okay, cool.
All right.
There you go. Wrapping it up. Great time at SWC. 10 out of 10. We'll do again.
All right. So what we'll do, we'll just put on the announcement trailer, the one that shows like the game mechanics, and then I'll use that as my checkpoints and go bit by bit breaking down basically exactly how everything works.
Exactly, Kuro. Yes, part 2.
Then next week I can try to do the deeper dive, because I already sent James a bunch of shit that I wanted to highlight, like the billion fucking Easter eggs in that stage. But I'll just get to it now.
I think a lot of people want to know the Easter eggs, right? I mean, we've all seen the trailer, right? So we could just watch it real quick.
What do we want? Mechanics or Easter eggs? Like, goddamn.
Let's watch
Easter eggs.
Let's watch the video quick, and then we'll talk about the Easter eggs.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, so we'll do the trailer, but we'll just do it muted, and I'll just talk about it that way, because it'll be a little easier. Because there's a lot of people are really also badly conveying what a lot of the mechanics do.
It's not the characters trailer. I remember the official trailer was not on GameSpot's channel.
No.
I mean, it was not on SNK's channel.
It is.
It is?
I don't know why you kept saying that.
Because I didn't see
That's it. It's the announcement trailer. Rev it up.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay.
So this is basically the mechanic trailer. So Justin's video does a pretty good job of explaining things, but he explains them very much from his experience, like the things he plays most, which leads to it being like kind of not the best explanation for some of the mechanics. Right. The biggest one being the Rev Guard. He describes it as Marvel push block, and that is a terrible fucking way to describe it. I love you, Justin, but I'm sorry, that's not good, because you're not doing it per button or reactively.
Right.
It's faultless defense from old Guilty Gear.
Right, yeah.
You hold the fucking button, you burn some meter, and you increase pushback.
Right, okay.
It's not a push block per se. Okay, so let's do it. Oh, precious little candy cab. I also do like the new game sound design so far.
Yeah, I like the sound effects.
And music.
Hey, come on!
Get ready to rock. Oh, hey, look, there he is.
Take you for a ride. Try to keep up, all right?
Take you for a ride.
There you go. There's the trailer. All right, so if we just rewind it to where it starts talking about the mechanics, and I can just give the quickest, dirty breakdown of each little one. First things first, that's your rev meter. It's Street Fighter 6's drive gauge.
Right.
Like, if you really want a quick answer, that's what it is. It's Street Fighter 6's drive gauge, except it goes from 0 to 100. When it's 100, you're overheated, which is basically burnout.
Right. Is it supposed to be 2 Vs? For revving?
That's accurate.
Okay.
Otherwise, it would be reeving.
Yeah, it's for some reason it looks weird to me. I don't know why, but okay.
Okay. So the one advantage of this, though, is that by being on percentages, you can sometimes be on off percentages. Like if you go up 12.5%, then you actually get that number,
right?
Like, rather than worrying only on integers, and you can have moves that are 30 rev gauge, 25 rev gauge, and 20 gauge instead of 1/6 of your bar. Fuck you! It's a whole solid resource.
Right.
Okay, cool. Going from there, it goes into the Rev Guard, right? Yeah, so this is just literally old Guilty Gear's faultless defense. You push people further back, which can give you some whiff punish opportunities. Like, look how far he goes away. All right, cool, neat. Moving on. Rev Blow. Okay. So this is Garo Mark of the Wolves' top attacks. You can only use them when you're in SPG, which is this game's top end. However, this time around, they're much more like KOF CDs. Like, you can use them in the air or grounded. And they also are treated mechanically the same as EX moves. So you can cancel normals into them, and you can do weird shit.
And they have armor, you said?
They have armor.
Okay.
Including the airborne ones. However, the airborne ones have a lot more landing recovery than most jumping normals. If you punish the landing recovery, it's a counter hit.
Okay.
So that can hurt a lot. So you can't just do it willy-nilly, but when it works, it's really good. It tends to act as like a ground bounce or a launcher on counter hit. It's pretty fucked up. So yeah, they're pretty neat. But yeah, they cost about... I think it's 20 is the base rev cost, which means they're always going to cost like 16 or something, because while you're in top SPG, you get a discount. It's not quite Drive Impact because it's not completely bullshit.
Right, walk into the corner, you don't die. So
yeah, it's just kind of good. It's not overwhelmingly.
Okay.
But yeah, if you're overheated, you can't use anything that uses the rev gauge. Okay, rev arts are just EX moves. That's all you need to know.
Right. And I mean, this again is very similar to Street Fighter, because as you use EX moves, instead of draining your drive gauge, you're filling your rev gauge.
Yeah.
And so you can't, while there's no resource for it, you just have to manage your rev gauge carefully.
Now that being said, when you're in SPG, top, whatever, you get a discount. And one thing to note is that, as Justin puts it, SPG top end, is a lot like X Factor, where the earlier you use it, the less potent it is. The later you use it, the stronger it is. And so there's actually, like, you can look and do the math, and I already did it on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter about like how much the discount actually shifts depending on where you place SPG in your health bar.
In the original Garo, the top was you could place it on the first third, second third, or final third of your life, and that once you entered that mode, you got some benefits. That's what SPG is here. I guess a question is, why would you not want to put it at the end? Why would you want to put it earlier?
Basically, different archetypes can benefit from it differently. Like, for instance, if you're playing like a zoner, or like even Hotaru, who's really fast, kind of slippery, she'll get more of an advantage by getting it a bit early on, while like Tizok doesn't know if he's going to get the first hit. So he'll probably want to put it a little later. Even for your matchups, you could change where you can place your top if you really want to.
Yeah, I mean,
it just varies wildly.
Yeah, I mean, so obviously you can, get it passed through by just eating it all.
Also, Just Defend heals you, so you can heal back into it.
Right.
Yeah. Also, you do build meter faster. You recover your SPG faster. SPG costs less. It's really, do you want to come out the gate swinging, or are you a zoner and you don't think they're going to get to you in time?
Okay.
Also, you do still heal while you're in SPG. Rev Excel is EXs cancel into EXs.
This is brand new, right? This is completely brand new, right?
Yes, rev meter does go down as long as you're not spending it and you're not blocking, because blocking increases your rev gauge. But also, it's got a little bit of like the guiltier thing, where if you're moving forward, it'll help recover a little faster.
Is there any sort of active way to gain it back, like drive parry? No. Okay.
No, it's just literally don't use it, don't get hit, and move forward the same way like. Even in Street Fighter 6, if you're walking forward, it regenerates a little faster. Same idea. Okay. So far, there does not appear to be a way. Oh, that's right. You're right. Now, actually, just cleanly hitting people does recover a little bit.
So, like landing a big old combo, you can actually do.
Yeah, you can offset your expenditure.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. No, Faultless Defense actually still spends it.
Right.
And you still take the guard element on top of it. It's just that you might be able to stop blocking sooner.
Right.
Rev Excel, also the canceling EXs into EXs counts even Rev Blow, the top attack.
Right, okay.
So you can cancel an EX into that.
Right.
Now, what I do want to know, and something I haven't seen yet, is can you ever cancel an EX into the Faultless Defense? Because it's still a rev spending move. We don't know. Just Defend does not recover your rev gauge.
Really?
It just prevents it from being harmed by blocking.
Okay. Okay. So basically, it won't go. Your meter won't go up while you're just defending.
Correct.
Basically. So if you're about to get burned out by the opponent, it might be your last chance to.
You're gonna try just defending.
Right.
You have to. Then there's other things that it doesn't really talk about, like how just defend works, whatever. There's also the new hyper defense.
Right. That's like the red parry, right?
Which is the red parry. The only thing we know about it is that you basically do press forward in a 2-frame window while you are in block stun. So it is a red parry. Mm-hmm. The interesting thing is it does appear that this game has the whatever the word is for you don't leave block stun. You know, if you
true guard. No.
Whatever the fucking phrase is.
Yeah. God, why can't I remember it now? All of a sudden.
But anyway,
absolute guard.
Absolute guard. Yeah. So apparently this game has absolute guard, but if you attempt a red parry, you override it.
Oh, right. Okay. That makes sense.
So that's the impressions I'm getting from putting everything together. But again, not everyone is the best at explaining everything, and Justin really does make the college try on this one, because he's like, I even got what felt like conflicting information when I was trying it, so I don't know for sure.
Rido in the chat even says some sites mention that you do recover a little bit from just defend, so.
Every single instances I've seen, it does not recover. It's just that they were not blocking long enough that it started healing as well.
Right. Okay.
Because just leaving it alone, it'll start regenerating.
Right.
By the way, when you are overheated, that's when you start taking guard crush damage, and it's a fucking ton. Okay. Your guard meter just gets shredded.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the quick and dirty on the mechanics. There's still some other things like supers and whatever, but we can go deeper into that. Let's look at Easter eggs and cool shit.
And that would be
the Twitter DMs.
Right. Okay.
Honestly, at that stage, has me staring at every single motorcycle to see who and what motorcycle belongs to who.
No, trust me, I was looking through that whole thing to see if any of them were Mary Stray Wolf's motorcycle.
I mean, I've been looking at images right now while you were talking of Rio's and
yes,
Terry's.
It does have short hops. It indeed has short hops. Mark of the Wolves had short hops. Also, it appears that short hopping causes you to be more likely to be counter hit the way it is in KOF.
Okay.
But short hops do for sure exist.
But is there hyper hops and stuff like that? Or
no.
It's just jumps and short hops?
So far, we just have short hops, normal jumps, and in Mark of the Wolves, for instance, only 2 or 3 characters had a super jump, and none of them have been announced yet. So I don't know.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Okay, so first things first. The stage itself is an Art of Fighting stage. It is a legitimate Art of Fighting stage. So this is Art of Fighting 1. This is Jack Turner stage. And if you look, even in Art of Fighting 2, there's the same location.
So this one here.
Yep.
You can tell by the Street Star sign.
Explicitly that.
That's the dead giveaway.
That's the start of the giveaways. Then there's also, look at all the fucking motorcycles. Bar Street Stars.
Right.
That is literally in the new stage.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Gotcha. Okay,
so fundamentally, this bar, Max Bar from Art of Fighting, is what the Bar Street Stars is in City of the Wolves. This is Jack Turner's stage, and fun fact, as pointed out to me by John Sex, Jack Turner's in the fucking stage as the hardest cameo to find.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we can go back to the Twitter DMs. These links are just like, this is the stage. This is where we are.
Okay.
So right there, that first one, that's Jack right there, the tubby bastard in the middle.
Oh, right here.
He's the one sitting. Okay, and there's the Street Star sign.
Yep. Nice. So that is... It's literally him.
One of the cool things about this is going to more classic SNK style, because in KO 15 there wasn't as many Easter eggs in the backgrounds, right?
Not nearly as much.
Yeah.
So anyways, friendly reminder, Fatal Fury and Art of Fighting have always taken place in the same town, displaced by time. That's it. Everyone's running theory is that this is King, and the more I realize that this is
her waitress.
The more I realize this is Art of Fighting, the more I'm inclined to believe that it is King.
It's either King or her server / waitress that works at the bar with her.
I mean, the thing is,
but to me, To me, that looks like King.
Yeah.
You got the wine, you've got the
purple
nice
color.
little dress. You know, it's a very Kingish.
Yeah, so I'm willing to believe that this is actually King's cameo in the stage. King is originally an Art of Fighting character, so she debuted in Art of Fighting 1. And, you know, a couple different camera angles of her. I'm inclined to believe it.
She's definitely snarling in this picture.
Yeah, she's a little angry. Also, it is worth noting that the background characters do have slightly lower, well, not slightly, lower fidelity than the player characters.
That's a classic thing. Yeah, that's a normal thing. So.
And then this poster is, I believe, actually paying homage to the car meet for Rock Howard's stage in Mark of the Wolves.
Whoa.
Because there's a nice classic car meet going on, but one of the cars looks very much like this one. Pow Pow should be alive and well, no problem, for the record.
Big riding around in that one.
We got scrolled.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Li Pailong from Art of Fighting.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And that's one apparently I'm the only one who caught. And I was like, yeah. So, and then this one we're gonna start getting into a little more like potentially hot take territory. Oh, so you only can catch him when like T-Zock's doing Big Fall. Like he's way up and out in the rafters. Like you can see he's blocked by fucking fog. He's hard to find.
This is intentionally hard to see here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's his head right here. The body, his hands are, looks like his arms are behind his back, standing here. So there you go.
I'm convinced this is Luong, actually.
Luong?
Oh, so that's who you were thinking was Luong. Got it.
I mean, the thing is that with her doing the agent bullshit and tying so much into Southtown in KOF 15, and her hair actually matches. You can't always catch it at the angle, but she has the bun in the back too.
No, you can see it. You can tell. You can tell, and then it's like half up, half down. The rest is in the back. It's a little bit of a hot
take, but I think this might be Luong.
You know what? That's valid. That's like 100% valid. Just trying to find a new date.
Yeah, why not?
Get that intel.
Maybe she's here spying on fucking Kim. Who knows?
Probably. Who knows?
There's a better shot of the car poster.
Right. Okay.
You are what? You are the one. Okay,
you are
got
the
it.
one driving.
You are the one driving.
Okay, got it. Okay.
And then hot take number 2, is that fucking Mai?
Oh.
I could see her wearing that as like regular clothing. She has the ponytail and everything.
But
that's spicy.
But that means that she wouldn't be playable then, right?
Not inherently. I mean, they could let her do the really cool shit where she doesn't appear if she's on the stage or something.
Of course, yeah.
Also, this poster, it keeps tripping me out. I don't know who the face is. The quote says, "Happiness requires struggle." But I don't know if that's, like, supposed to be Kane. I don't know.
Someone is guessing Andy.
I don't think that's Andy. That doesn't look like Andy.
I mean, it doesn't look like either of them, hardly. It looks like fucking Vega half the time, but... I mean, it could be Kane.
It definitely looks like there's a half and half poster thing, right? Like one side is all crazy, evil, dark, gray, and then this side is the
and I mean, it could be Kane. Like, if Kane is still ruling over Second South with Rock, he could have propaganda posters. So I feel like that poster is going to come up again. Like, it's
interesting.
It's too powerful. This is just a demonstration of how fierce Guard Crush can get.
Right, so Guard Crush being up here.
Yeah, the blue bar up there. And he's just fucking shredded.
Because he's in overheat too, right?
Yeah, so he has to be in overheat for Guard Crush to actually start working. Mm-hmm. And look how hard he just shreds it.
Oh, so you can't get Guard Crush without being in overheat?
No, sir.
Oh, interesting. So it's just basically when you're in Guard Crush, when you're in overheat, you now have the ability to get Guard Crush, and if you do, it's standard Guard Crush?
We don't know for sure. I've heard some people claim that it almost counts as a full dizzy. Okay, like, it's apparently pretty rough, but I cannot verify that because there's zero footage of it. This is me talking about how the animations have improved. Look how much Terry's coat's blowing. KOF has nothing like that right now.
Really?
No, that's pretty
Nowhere
good.
near that good.
Yeah, it's pretty damn good.
And Rock does the same thing, very much in line with their animations for Mark of the Wolves. So it's pretty.
Okay.
Nice.
And what's the what,
Yeah, that's
what are these
nice.
stars here?
Those are your super gauge.
Oh, so you get two bars up
Yeah.
total. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, one of the running gags right now is that when you're overheated, you start playing Mark of the Wolves.
Right.
Okay, so the other stage we get to see is Dream Amusement Park. So
Right.
this is it from Fatal Fury 1. And the next one is This Is It Now. You can tell, like, literally explicitly the same double-decker carousel.
Yep.
Oh,
That's so cool.
You've got the
They're
ship.
just fighting more in the corner by the carousel and the pirate ship.
Yeah.
And you can even see, like, when we get to the other side, you can see that big-ass fucking Matterhorn-looking mountain in the back. Everything's still there.
Nice.
Interesting. Okay. Oh yeah, there it is.
Yep.
Also, most Fatal Furies that had supers eventually went to a 2-bar system. So, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Nice.
Hang on a second.
Wow,
All
they
right.
just teleported.
Yeah, I
Good
know,
lord. So yeah, that stage is dope. Oh yeah, here's a Rock doing a guard crush string that's actually like gives another good example of how horrific it can get, and then it turns into a mix-up.
Right. I mean, look at that guard meter just go away.
And he's like, I could have guard crushed you, but I know you're scared, so now I'm gonna throw you.
So what's
like that's fucking meta play right
like,
there.
what's funny though is that I mean, this guard meter is just there the whole time, but it only comes into play once you get into overheat, huh?
Yeah, Rock has a rage run low, but also don't forget you're allowed to do break on whiff. So like there's a lot of different situations. But yeah, he just does that into EX tackle, break, and then just says, well fuck it, I'm gonna run in.
Right.
He could have done like stand fierce into fucking elbow. Air armor.
Oh, the air armor.
Pink.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, also, yeah, his jumping rev blow is the fucking Alex flying tackle shit. I'm here for it. But I'm a firm believer T-Zog got the greatest moveless glow up like in history.
Oh my god.
And this is a big one.
Okay.
So in Mark of the Wolves, there was a universal mechanic was called dodge attack.
Mm-hmm.
And in Mark of the Wolves, it was done with either A plus B or down A plus B. And A plus B is the universal overhead, and it was a universal low crush, lower body invul.
Okay.
Down AB is a upper body invul, mid to high attack.
Okay.
This game now actually added a cinematic trigger like Tekken does.
Yeah.
For any time it actually does what it's supposed to do, time slows down to be like, oh, look at this motherfucker.
Yeah.
And gives you time to confirm.
This is actually similar. There's a similar situation that can happen in Grand Blue right now that you can trigger slow down when you get a successful dodge.
The
I
other
like
thing,
the fact that he just pecks you in the head.
Yeah.
Pow!
It's also worth noting that these are confirmed to still be Kara cancelable as well.
Oh, dang. And just leads into a full combo here, huh?
Yeah, I actually did boot up Mark of the Wolves just to test these attacks and compare their animations and stuff. Yeah, it's exactly the same moves. The only difference is throw is now done with A plus B, so we have no idea what the actual command is.
Hey, I'm glad the fact that this game has the punish message as well, so that's nice.
I love the way the super flashes are. By the way,
the way the screen goes black,
the Obari super flash.
You're right. Because it's weird at first when I first saw it that the screen just goes black. Like it's weird at first, but it's so quick that we'll get used to it, no problem. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Also, for the record, like Justin was joking about what if this game's gonna have a shimmy game, but throws actually have kind of crazy range. So it might not be as severe, but yeah. So
but is it the same thing that B is light kick?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you put them in the 4 format, then the throw is the same button format as every throw in every game these days.
But it's again because also Garo doesn't have roll, so yeah. But a lot of people were caught off guard by that. But once I realized that that's the dodge mechanic being triggered, then yeah.
Okay.
So,
And Sarah, we're referring to Obari Flash being a certain sneaky little style of animation that he did.
Gaokaiser had them as well, I think, but I think there's also like a cheeky joke in there.
Right. But
yes, well, everything that he's done has them, but he started a long time ago with like the old school retro cartoons where you have a flash of animation and then there's a silly random ass picture in between the two flash panels until somebody gets hit, and then it goes back to them, arguing or talking or whatever.
I don't mean explicitly that. I mean the way, like, there's the black and then the white shines and then things start actually happening. Like, and people have, like, copied even that for years. Not even the gag element, just the style of the black spark explosion. And the super flash is really
dramatic. It's like a really good way to get the point of action across, especially with the impact of a hit.
I think the super flashes are just deliberately an homage to that explicitly. The Obari flash.
I mean, there's a lot of Obari AF, including right now with Burn Brave Burn, which is ridiculous, and I love it. It is so goofy, and it just pays homage to all of the goofy, like, Robo stuff back in the day.
Obari being Obari about Obari.
Yeah, it's just letting Obari be Obari, doing Obari things, making Obari mechs. But, the mech, Braven, whatever. Braven in the anime, he actually chooses Isami as his pilot. Okay, this is the first episode, and then he's like, "Yeah, just basically move with me." And oh, wait a minute, we need theme song music. Hold on, and he's like, the mech is playing his own theme song music so they can get hyped together. Like, it's godlike. It's ridiculous. I love it. You want a good mecha anime? Go watch Bravern.
Give Obari.
Yes, it is so good. God bless Obari.
So just really quick closing.
I mean, there's also, obviously a lot to talk about, like the graphics, art style, and stuff like that. But I think we're gonna have to say
Part 2 next week.
Yeah, just gonna keep it quick and dirty. That this is like what Marvel 3 would look like if it came out today. I fucking love it. And if you look at all of the reviews from everyone who got hands on, everything is positive. Occasionally I'll bite like a little snarky of like, hey, they finally caught up. But like everyone's like, nah, this fucking works.
Yeah, I mean,
there are assholes on Twitter being assholes, of course.
Right.
But
I mean, I saw some comparison videos with KOF 15, and I do feel like it's clearly obviously the same models and same animation with some tweaks to them and stuff like that.
Or some glaring improvements like the hair.
Right, yeah. but I mean, the fact that they're going with such a distinctive art style now will make it far more long lasting and make it so that it does not age. And honestly,
and then just the thing is, the places they're making improvements are stark. Like the coat stuff is a big one to me. If you compare like a lot of Rock's animation between 15 and this, like, they're leaps and bounds between animation quality, and the posing is completely different. It's everything they've been doing, everything they've been learning since 14's fuckery into getting into the Unreal Engine finally, and learning from everything out there. Like, this is the culmination of every lesson in every way, and we're gonna have a game that's actually going to last longer and have significantly less complaining.
Right.
So I'm fucking here for it. Also, it's fucking Fatal Fury, so fucking here for it.
We only waited 25 plus years for it.
I mean, again, I want everybody who was like, oh, KOF 3 characters, too many, like, time for you to put your money where your mouth is at this point.
The last time we had a new Fatal Fury, I was Rock's age.
I don't want to do the math. On that right now.
It's actually
good night. Hope you enjoyed the show. Good night, everybody.
Also, there's 9 mechanics, but I think it's kind of like Sam Show 5 Special, where you don't need all of them immediately. Like, you can play the game naturally, and it'll come together. Oh, really quick, I do want one more thing. The game has modern controls.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
it has a modern mode.
Yeah.
Konya-san said in an interview that some of your special moves are still going to be locked behind their traditional commands to try to organically guide you to picking up the rest of the game.
Right, okay.
So it does have modern control shit, but sometimes you're going to have, like, no, your real DP is a real DP. And so then it can kind of guide you to pick up at least that one move.
Right.
And then start organically guiding you into the rest to then maybe transition to classic controls, essentially.
See, that's such a better segue to learning how to do that than just always relying on, modern controls.
Right. But honestly, it feels like it paid a lot of attention to Street Fighter 6, right? Yeah. Which, again, are we back in time? Because,
Dude, me and James talked about this at such length the other day. It's like, all right, so we've got Mortal Kombat 1.
Yeah, we've got a Mortal Kombat 1.
Tekken is the only successful 3D fighting game.
And
we've got a new Street Fighter 6, and SNK and Street Fighter are taking ideas from each other.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the 90s.
Yep.
It's the 90s all over again.
And Oda is working on Fatal Fury. It's the 90s.
Yep. So
I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. We want to have Golden Age Part 2. Let's fucking go.
Basically, I remember when Street Fighter 6 came out, I was like, this is good because this will make everybody else step up their shit, And I feel like we're getting that. Let's hope City of the Wolves has a really extensive story mode. I don't need a fucking 3D run around world tour shit, but
I think there is one thing to be said is, again, John Sachs, he's like, I really want there to be a big, nice story mode. I hesitate if I would want it to be like World Tour with an avatar, because nobody cares about my story. I care about fucking Rock and Terry's story.
Right. No, yeah,
so
exactly,
it's like, how would they even do?
But what I'm saying is you could literally just have a game where you use Rock and run around the city, but nothing in the game seems like they're setting that kind of thing up, and I doubt.
I don't know. There is way too much detail in the back of that fucking bar. There are literal American MVS cabs playing Metal Slug.
Seriously.
To be fair, in Street Fighter 5, when you actually went into some of the houses, there was furniture in a lot of the houses that didn't need to be there.
By the way, just a personal thing, I love the fact that they're American MVSs. Because Southtown is in America.
Right, yeah.
Meanwhile, Capcom Street Fighter's World Tour, those are Japanese CPS2 cabs. I've never seen one in person.
Right,
Just a little thing.
I would hope they have some kind of world tour, and I hope that it does tie into the character story way more.
Big adventure.
way more than Street Fighter 6, where it's just like, hey, I'm gonna fight you. Hey, you're kind of an okay person. Here's some stuff to help you along the way.
You want to give me
bye.
To sit there and text Mary?
Honestly though, since we do know that the first teaser of the game that came out was proof of concept.
That was literally, they said explicitly, this was our prototype.
Right, and as a result, this game has not been in development long enough to have a world tour, in my opinion. So, I don't think that that's something that's going to happen. So I hope they find an interesting way to make some sort of story mode, even if it's just funny little pixelated Terry head moving around a city or something like that,
Oh my god.
How they used to have the Fatal Fury maps?
Yeah.
No, dude, base it on the town navigation from Card Fighters, where it's literally a shitty little board game board.
Right, yeah. Or even just a Super Mario 3 thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, or the Fatal Fury 3 map, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Seriously, those...
So
they do need to pay homage to those. They really do.
Would be cool
that would be
enough,
great.
Yeah, and the thing is, we can assume they're setting up something for story one way or another. If nothing else, based on there's too goddamn much to talk about, and we're past the point of arcade endings being the end all be all.
Right, yeah.
And I think they know that. That would be the sickest way to fucking start a DLC
what is
trailer.
Accident?
It's the dramatic battle for Fatal Fury 3. Because your character actually is driving around Southtown, and it looks really cheesy. And then essentially you're accident! And that's when you get your rival fight.
Okay.
Is too good. They really should do something with that. And again, SWC was really great because you could talk with the developers, you could talk with people on the team, they actually would sit and listen to your ideas and such. So shout outs to everyone from SNK who was there, who listened to us and the rest of the fans, you know, with our thoughts, impressions, and ideas for everything you guys are doing in the future.
I mean, honestly, first and foremost,
solid meetup.
I'm pretty sure we love everyone at SNK who speaks English. Like, I think we bonded with every single one of them. At this point.
Even the ones who don't very well.
And then a couple that don't, but clearly the ones who speak English, like, y'all are fucking awesome. We love you. And then,
yes.
like, Konya-san, the director for the game, that dude's fucking awesome, super chill, and clearly is, like, emotionally invested. Like, he cares about what he's getting to do. So much. Nothing but positive vibes. However, James now needs to get his shit together and then rest.
Yeah, it's almost 10 o'clock. I'm surprised you guys even talked this long. But,
15 minutes was an accident.
Right.
Accident.
I mean, the only thing I'll say is I probably won't get this up on YouTube tomorrow. Let's just put it that way.
Nature of the beast.
Probably not.
Right.
Nature of the beast.
Okay.
C'est la vie.
If it's up before next week's show, good enough.
Right.
Fucking A, man.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely commentating some Under Night tomorrow, and it's gonna be good stuff. And then we're gonna do some. Then the Guilty Gear LCQ is on tomorrow as well.
Oh fuck.
So yeah, although I won't be doing any Guilty Gear commentary, but I'll be hosting Guilty Gear. So.
Yo, trust. He has plenty of Red Bull. Don't worry about it.
Why does Abba look like Chizuru on heroin?
No. She looks like dead zombie Chizuru, and I was going to make meme jokes of that, like alive, in limbo, zombie.
I love her.
1, 2, 3. Chizuru,
God,
June,
Maki,
Abba.
yes.
It's Maki,
It's
right?
Maki.
It's Maki.
It's her actual dead sister.
Yes, it's that.
Oh, dude, stop. Just stop. No. All right, now end it now. End the show now. We're done. That was terrible.
Yeah, we need like
shame on you.
Fatal Fury.
Shame on you, dishonoring the Sacred Treasure family. Shame for shame.
What is the Fatal Fury bonus?
It's the one that's like do.
Yeah, we'll talk about Preacha, and we'll talk more about the City of the Wolves cast and characters and everything else, and everybody else involved in that next week.
We had to just go super quick.
All I can say about Preacha is that's James Bait right there. They made a James Bait character. So.
All I'm saying is I thought
right when I saw glasses, I knew.
Well, I just thought we were past the point where character design was make her hair the colors of the Nintendo Switch.
Redheaded with glasses, so you know. And you know what?
It's pink.
You know what?
It's pink.
Shout outs to Torrance Bell for also drawing her in the lab coat, because that was like, okay, you know, if she was like that, then I'm done, you know. Free, so
her hair is pink and pastel blue.
Yeah.
So what am I looking
do like Fatal Fury 3, actually do Fatal Fury 3 OST, and then you'll just get like a playlist, and it's gonna be like track 3 or something. It's the bonus or menu theme.
Here.
Just because a girl has glasses on doesn't mean she looks like every other girl with glasses on. Torrance.
It's gonna be in the arranged list.
I mean, I don't think all the girls with glasses on look like other girls with glasses on. I just like girls with glasses. Like they can wear any kind of glasses, and it's just it's for me. It's hot. Like I can't help it.
It's that's not the opening title. It's not the opening title. Let's look at the playlist.
Oh,
I don't think it's in here.
I'm just trying to skip the ad.
It's all love on James's end.
Okay, well, yeah, it's not in this playlist.
He does.
Like I suggested,
he is a man of culture.
So just do the OST, which is the second playlist.
This one here?
Oh no, it's probably not even that one either.
Yeah.
Just say just type in the word bonus in the search. I'm gonna be so mad.
Find it.
Why? Are you...
Honestly,
Okay.
Hotaru looks so much more serious, and I'm glad there's already joking artwork from Japanese artists. She went from this cutesy, innocent little thing to this, like,
see if it happens.
You know, very serious, surly look on her face.
People hate us.
It's too good.
Why would I? Yeah, YouTube's being an asshole. It's not giving us anyone to post the full soundtrack. They're just posting character themes.
Boo!
I actually really like the 2003 Fatal Fury theme.
Okay.
Thank you for that first time chat. I appreciate that. Bebop.
Oh, is it this one here? Bonus?
No, that's yeah. Go ahead and delete the word bonus and just see if we can find someone who actually posts the whole OST. I'm really
Juicebox, I'm
frustrated.
gonna smack you for that one when I see you.
Yeah, okay, I give up. We'll try something else. You know what? Just fucking put in Big Shot. We'll just leave that. Oh. Okay.
Got them fatal
Actually, no,
fury
just
bars.
do just Mark of the Wolves soundtrack and just put in fucking Terry's theme from Mark of the Wolves. Because I'm afraid we'll get hit
Could
with
have
a
just done
copyright
pow
strike.
pow at that point. Goodness.
Perfect. There you go.
This one right
Any
here?
version, whichever.
I'm gonna have that damn high preacher, good to meet you, is Joe your teacher now in my head all night. Damn it, Juicebox.
I mean,
Damn it, Juicebox.
the song that got stuck in my head was the son of a preacher man. You know, it's the son of a preacher man.
Oh, the memes are gonna get real.
No, I mean,
And
did you see my tweet
the
about that?
show
No, I saw your
now.
Rabbit one.
I
really
can't take it.
appreciated
And the
your Rabbit
show
one.
now.
That was
Just
vile.
shut it off. Just turn everything off. We don't need a goodbye song. Just turn it. Just kill it. Kill it.
Find
All of
the-
it
the-
right now.
The other one that I had over here.
See, now you're gonna look for something for too long, and it's gonna be awful.
Yeah, I know.
It doesn't matter. I'm gonna say this. Everybody who spoke to me, everyone who said hi, everyone who let me know how much they appreciate us, the SNKronize crew, what we do for everyone, the
Oh,
community.
Siri, you with the hookup?
Thank you so much. Y'all mean so much to me. I will take bullets for you now. We are BFFs. We'll get soft tacos
no.
later.
That's actually the right song. It's just the Garo version.
Oh, okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you. Perfect.
No, I just wrote down.
What have you done?
The girl who will always beat you is the one they call Preacher Fam.
Oh,
the only
Jesus.
girl who will just defeat
Oh
you
God!
is
Just
the one they call Preacher Fam.
mute his mic. Mute it.
Oh man.
I can't. He has it on his little stream deck.
What? There we go.
Yes, perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh my God! This of all things.
Yes.
Where did it go? It's over here. Because
Because it was in a new window.
yeah, exactly. Okay, there you go. Thank you
All
guys.
Yeah, I got me. Cool.
All right, we'll see you guys next week where we'll talk even more about everything. So
The gushioning.
yes, the gushioning. So thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time.